Hello my loves, welcome back to another video. My name is Darcy, and if you've never been here before, welcome. Today's video is on micro habits or routine to set in place for fall 2024 so you can get ahead and finish this year strong. But before we get into that, can you guys believe that we're actually already in August? This is insane. I feel like the year is going by so fast, and people around me keep telling me that it goes faster as you get older. So if you didn't know this, I'm sorry to traumatize you, but the years only get faster. It's crazy. But anyways, let's get right into this video. If you've ever seen or heard anything about each season and what they represent in terms of productivity, you know, spring is about renewal and growth. Summer is about energy and execution. Something about the heat just makes you want to take action and just work on your goals and finishing your goals. And since summer also happens right around the time that the mid-year happens, I think it's also a perfect time to really evaluate your goals. And for fall represents reflection and preparation. It's really a time to pause for a moment and evaluate how you did for the first 2 seasons of the year. So it's a really great time to review any goals that you set earlier in the year, assess your achievements, and also see the areas that you can improve in. It's really all about refining your strategies and setting the stage to go into the fall strong. So I'm going to give you some micro habits and routines that you can set in place now to really help you go into the fall even stronger, as well as finish the year strong. The first habit is to find the time when you are most productive and really lean into that time. Whether you're an early bird and you like to rise up with the sun and get to work, or you're somebody who's more of a night owl, so you prefer resting in the morning and then at night is when you find yourself most productive, understand when you are naturally most alert and focused and productive really help you to optimize your work and your personal life. For example, for me, in the morning, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to work in the morning. I do have a 9 to 5, so I do work in the morning. I used to tell myself the minute you wake up, get into this, do that, but I'll wake up and I will kind of just want to rest. I don't mind waking up and writing in my journal or reflecting on the night or like make a to-do list. Those kind of light things, I don't mind doing them. But doing anything that requires mental exhaustion or some kind of mental stimulation does not work for me in the morning. But around 11 to 12, now my body's more alert. Around 11 to 12, I'm like, okay, what can I work on? Let me look at my to-do list and do something, accomplish something. And then I'll kind of just like want to rest again after that time comes. And then for some reason when 6, 7, 8 p.m. come, I'm on my A game, you guys. Really find those times for you. For you, it could be the complete opposite of what I like. The time you find yourself to be most productive is when you really should be scheduling your more demanding task. Doing that means 1, you will accomplish things with less effort. 2, you will also boost your efficiency because now you're working in harmony with your body's rhythm, with what your body really wants, rather than going with what somebody tells you, like waking up at 5 a.m. Maybe it works for some people, but for you, it just might not be the case. I do not wake up at 5 a.m. and I don't see a time where I will wake up at 5 a.m. If I ever do wake up at 5 a.m., it'll be for a challenge because I really do, my body, I can't work at 5 a.m. Like my body is just not alert and productive during that time. What really matters is getting that 8 to 9 to 10 hours of sleep. So if you can do so from midnight to 8 to 10, listen to what your body wants rather than what everybody is telling you works for them. Moving on. My next tip is, after finding those time when you are alert, make sure you actually do schedule them. And I'm saying not mentally. I dedicate time for myself to work on the things that are important to me. So schedule the time to be productive. So if for you, you find that your body is alert at from 11 to let's say 1 p.m., go on your Google Calendar and put that time in your calendar so that you can get the notification that says, get off your phone and go do those things that really matters to you, those things that really will help elevate your life and move you forward. Number 3 is to set priorities for each day so you work on the things that matters. With setting priorities, I really recommend that you write them down rather than keeping it in your mind, because we think so many things in our mind and we see, like for example, advertisement. We are consuming so much every day that sometimes it doesn't occur to us to actually produce. So set those priorities and set them on paper, because sometimes your brain will get so overloaded with other pieces of information that it won't remember to work on your long-term goals. Start each day with a clear set of priorities by identifying which task that you need to accomplish today. If it's you need to go to the gym today, put it on your to-do list. What this does is that it ensures that you're putting your energy and your time towards the things that truly matters, rather than working on unnecessary things, or even sometimes just staying scrolling through your phone. And honestly, you can also set time to scroll through your phone. This helps in avoiding getting sidetracked by less important tasks, but it also provides a sense of accomplishment and progress, because you actually had the chance to set your priorities for that day and actually work on those priorities rather than frivolous or unnecessary tasks. My fourth tip is habit stacking. Habit stacking essentially is when you build new habits by attaching them to existing ones. If you want to start a journaling practice, for example, and if you're someone who always drink matcha in the morning, or coffee in the morning, or tea in the morning, grab your tea, sit at the table, and also grab your notebook and do your journal at that same time, because now you're like, okay, I'm gonna drink my tea anyways, and while drinking my tea there's not really other things to do. So you really can attach journaling at that same time, especially because they're both calming activities. So I think they work perfectly together. This really helped in creating newer habits, because it makes it so much simple for you, because you already had these habits in place anyway. So now you're just doing a 2-in-1, and we love a 2-in-1. Number 5 is to change the way you speak to yourself. And that is such a big one, because I'm someone who loves to call myself a lazy girl, and sometimes I'll even make a mistake and I'll jokingly be like, I'm such an idiot, you know. And these are things you say in passing, but the mind actually recognizes that, because your mind is not seeing whether you are meaning this in a sarcastic way or a funny way. It just knows you're telling yourself you're an idiot. So it's really important that you start affirming yourself in positive manners. So rather than saying I'm an idiot, you could really say, oh my god, I'm such a genius. It'll still be in a sarcastic manner, but at least the words that you're repeating to yourself, they're positive. Shift to speaking to yourself in a positive way, because this can really help with transforming the way you perceive yourself, as well as boosting your confidence, because you're no longer telling yourself, I'm this bad thing, I'm this bad thing, I'm this bad thing. Rather, you're speaking to yourself in a kind, positive way. If you think about it, you would never speak to someone else like that. If your friend or let's say you have children or siblings that are younger than you, people that you really care and want to nurture, you don't speak to them in a negative manner. You don't tell your little, like if my little brother were to ever make a mistake, I would never be like, you're an idiot. Like the people you want to nurture, you speak to them, you affirm them. So why won't you do that for yourself? So I really recommend that you start affirming yourself. This will really lead to boosting your confidence and creating a more optimistic attitude in your life, as well as just enhancing your overall happiness, because you're speaking to yourself in a positive manner. You're yourself, your own self cheerleader, and sometimes you can't find an outsider to do your own cheerleading, and you just have to do it for yourself, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, number 6, change the way you identify yourself. This kind of tied back to my previous point where I said to affirm yourself, but now it's not just speaking to yourself in a new manner, but it's also identifying with the person that you want to become, identifying with the woman that you want to become. See the woman that you are in 5 years, like the woman that you really want to be, the woman that works out, the woman that eats healthy foods. Identify as her. Like, see your goals as who you are, rather than arbitrary standards that you're just chasing. See them as a part of you. Like, you identify as a gym girly, let's say. Identify yourself as someone who does work out. Identify yourself as the girl who chases after her dreams, rather than someone who's just, oh, I just be scrolling through my phone. I just scroll so much. I'm a scroller. I'm a this. You know, like, I don't think anybody say this, but really embrace the identity of someone who actively pursue their dreams, and that can really be a powerful way to motivate yourself. When you see yourself as a person who takes actions and chases after the things that they want, you really are more likely to make those choices, because it aligns with who you are now. You are no longer someone who's trying to be healthy, but you are a healthy person. Identify yourself with that and really live in that purpose, so that once it's aligned with you, you realize that this is who you've been all along. Maybe you just had to catch up and get to this moment right here, but you are who you say you are. This is number 7. So my next step is to plan way ahead, and this video is kind of what this is. You are in the process of planning right now. You are watching videos, getting more information so you can learn how to set your goals, how to do this, what routines you need to set in place, and getting inspiration from other people so that you can see, oh, does this work for me? Maybe this will work for me. So get into planning. Like for me, I cannot just wake up and just sit down right here in front of you and just speak all these talk without actually planning it first. I plan my videos. I come up with lists of different topics I can talk about. I look at my life and see where I'm at in my life. How did I get here in my life? And how can I use these as a way to motivate other people and to even help other people? And I really hope this video is helping. So I really recommend planning ahead of time, and that goes really into what is it that you want to do, finding out the person you are becoming, the woman who you are, what she does, and if she's somebody who works out, plan when you are going to the gym, the kind of workouts that you want to do, what you're going to do after, just plan the things that will make your life easier. And this even includes if you're going to work or events. This includes picking out your clothes the night before. Just be the woman that plans, the woman that has it together. And that's not to say to hold yourself to a standard of where you suffocate yourself and you can't get yourself out of the box that you put yourself in, but this is more of kind of a guideline. Number 8 is to plan fun time. And also, this is something I myself am trying to do, is to give your friends, like your social circle, a 2-week notice. not like a, oh girl, I'm leaving you, bye, this is my 2 weeks. Wait, listen. A friend of mine started doing this, I think last year, and I was like, that is so smart. She's like, if you want to hang out with me, if you want us to have plans, I need you to tell me 2 weeks ahead. I can no longer be one of those people where on a Saturday my friends, like, don't get me wrong, you can do it every now and then. I'm just saying, don't fall into the habit of going out the minute somebody tells you to. Like, you have goals to achieve, you have plans, you have a purpose, you have things in this life that really matters to you. If you're someone who just wakes up and dance to somebody else's beat, it's not going to work out for you. It's just as important to set boundaries and protect your time. Other people won't do it for you. My friends, I love them and I'm sure they love me and we want the best for each other, but that doesn't mean that they know that going out this Saturday night might not be the best thing for me. You know, they're like, girl, let's go have fun. But I'm like, I have things to do. I have videos I want to film. I have businesses that I want to work on. Sure, maybe today takes me away from the fun, but in the long term, this is going to be what really gives me a better life. And I don't think you should even see this as a negative, like, oh my God, now I have to plan 2 weeks ahead. But see it as you giving yourself time to recharge and prevent burnout and actually work on the things that matter. Tell your friends, hey, I love hanging out with you guys. I would really appreciate if we can make plans maybe 2 weeks in advance or even a week in advance, just so it gives me time to maybe move things around if I have to, or just set it in my schedule to be more productive the day before or the day after so that I don't get burnout. So I think by being selective with your social engagements and your time, you really can focus on quality over quantity and really maintain a healthy balance between work and your fun time. And lastly, which is I think number 9, get into a workout schedule and routine that you can keep all year long. And I know that this seems unrelated to my other points, but if you're someone who's stepping into who you are and the woman that you want to become, your health at this moment matters to you. Establishing a consistent workout routine that you can maintain throughout the whole year is key to staying healthy and fit. You want to be someone who has a sustainable exercise plan that fits your lifestyle and preferences. You don't want to be someone who's only going to the gym during peak seasons because that's when you have to plan for a vacation or that's when New Year's coming. Find a suitable exercise plan that fits your lifestyle and preferences, whether it's a morning jog or a yoga class or strength training or at home Pilates or Pilates in an actual Pilates place. Choose an activity that you enjoy and you can realistically commit to. As a woman who's stepping into who you are, your health is super important. So consistency in your fitness routine will really help in improving your physical health and also boosting your mental well-being and energy levels, because these things, they keep you healthy. If you're someone who wants to be consistent in accomplishing your goals and stepping into the woman you want to be, it's important that you also care for your health. That is the foundation to everything else. If you're not healthy and you're not having energy and your mental well-being is not intact, you are likely not going to be able to accomplish your task and your goals as well as you can be. And that's all. I really hope this video resonated with you. If it did, please like this video, share this video with a friend, with someone you think it could be helpful to. Please comment something below, as well as subscribe if you want to come back here for other videos. I really hope you have a good day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye.